Hi everybody, welcome back to the Back Nine Golfer. This is another video from me at the Quantum Simulator. And this is me with a 60-degree wedge, yeah. And the distance is 50 yards. Okay, let's see how we go here. Oh, let's see. I've got to really work on my takeaway. And I'm also trying to work on my right elbow, so to try to stop that flaring, but let's see. Also, do you know what else I've noticed is my balance? Yeah, my balance has suddenly, but not suddenly, because I've never been great at balance in any shape or form. But I'm finding that my balance is in my feet more than it should be. It should be in the balls of your feet, right? But yeah, that's not good. Okay, anyway, 50 yards, 60-degree. With the weight on your lead foot, so the weight on your left foot, hands forward, shows shaft in front of the ball. Straight. Oh, that was inside. Oh my God. And look at my balance. I look like I've been on a night at Weatherspoons with that stance. Or with that finish. Let's try again. Inside again, Paul. Oh my. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's Nico. There. He's telling me. Okay, so there's a couple of things happening with my swing that I'm desperately trying to fix. The first one is this takeaway. My takeaway is just ridiculous from an inside standpoint. Let's have a look here. Let's see. See, still inside. And my balance. Anyway, well, I've got to work on that. The other thing that's happening is my wrists. So unfortunately, you won't be able to see it from this angle, but I'll try and talk you through it as best I can. They call it casting. As you're making contact with the ball, what's happening is my wrist is starting to flex. So if you can imagine, I'm trying to scoop the ball up, which is just not the way to hit golf balls, or to hit golf balls. Unfortunately, what's happened is that mannerism is starting to creep into all my shots, not just on my short game. At the moment, my short game is well off the pace. So things that I'm working on are this takeaway. Try to keep the takeaway straight. Try to keep my right shoulder straight down. So try to bring that down towards your right pocket, if you can think of that, the right trouser pocket or the right shorts pocket. And then also the connection to the ball. Just trying to not they call it dead hands, right? Just try to keep it dead. I like the tempo of that. The tempo of that pretty good, but I got to be honest with you. There's times, and I'm going through that at the moment. Right? There's times in golf that I honestly question why the hell I invest so much time and so much money into it. I've been going to Quantum. Well, it doesn't. Let's just say recently when I've been going to Quantum, I've not had a consistently good session from start to finish. I'm really, really struggling with my swing. Everything just seems to be off. The one thing that isn't off at the moment is my tempo. I don't know if you saw it there on the short game. My tempo looked okay, and I've always struggled with my tempo. So that's a win. What isn't a win is everything else that's going behind it. By the way, that's a Peter Miller shirt. I love those Peter Miller shirts. I get those from Golf Poser, which is an online shop. Yeah, super good quality, great company. No issues whenever they ship to me. So again, this is 50 yards with a 60-degree. We've had to move bays because there was a problem with the machine on the other bay. So I just noticed though, is that I think I can bring my right foot more forward. Oh, there we go. That's not happy, Paul. So 50 yards, 60-degree, hands in front of the ball. Oh my, look at that takeaway. I really have to fix that takeaway. I have to fix that takeaway. I have to fix how my hands are going through the ball. That's what I'm saying. No, I am honestly questioning this beautiful game and the amount of time and effort that I'm putting in. And when I say questioning, I know that I'll be back at the range very tomorrow, today. I know I'll be back at the range. But I think what the most frustrating thing about golf is the inconsistency, right? And it's not like you can go. I've mentioned this before, so apologies for repeating myself, but I think it's a valid point. I think it's a salient point, is that you can go to the gym and you can see tangibly, or you can see or feel the improvements that you're making from a weightlifting standpoint, right? You can, even if you're only adding smaller weights onto like your trap bar or your dumbbells, at least you can see progress. For me, and I can only talk about myself, one of the most stressful things about this beautiful game is its inconsistency in how it rewards you, because it doesn't. It's not a game that you can see or feel the rewards straight away. I like that swing. I like the tempo, I like the swing, I like the takeaway. Good. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, I forget how many times, oh, inside, Paul, come on. I forget how many times I've been on the course and I've honestly wanted to give up this game. I've really wanted to give up the game, and then the following hole or the following shot, you hit something that just makes you love it again. And that is golf. For me, that is golf in a nutshell, that one day you can hit a shot and it shanks, and then the following day or the following shot, it could be something out of the PGA Tour or the Live Tour, or it can be a professional shot. And it's hunting that high. It's hunting that. God, look at that. Anyway, it's that's okay. It's hunting that high. It's hunting that joy of the high. Oh my God, inside. It's hunting the high of that ball-like shot. Do you know what? I need to be more disciplined in my practice. You know, it's all well and good that I'm going X amount of times to the simulator. It's all well and good that I'm doing this or that in the gym, right? But I'm asking myself now, how much of it is deliberate, right? As in a deliberate. Look at that shank, and look at that weight. Do you see that weight in my toes? How much of it is a deliberate practice where I can honestly say for 45 minutes where I was at the simulator or the range, all I did was focus on my takeaway. I don't ever think I've done that. Yeah, it's just a realization that I've not really done that deliberate practice, right? So what Nico's showing here is, look at his hands, right? His hands don't move. He just rotates his body and his hands follow on the short game. So if you can imagine if you look at his wrist now there, he just rotates and leaves his wrists out. If you can think about it, when you finished your swing, you really want your wrist to be flat. Mine are flexed quite badly. So I have a lot of work to do there. Oh, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Look at that. One of the most. I'm not even giving myself a chance to reset. What's the point of me doing practice if I'm not even giving myself the chance to reset? Inside, Paul. Hey, come on now. Paul, come on. I'm getting frustrated watching myself. I can only imagine what I was going through when I was doing this. Actually, I probably wasn't getting frustrated with myself because I didn't see my swing, right? I didn't see that I was look at that there. Oh my oh, shank after shank after shank. 60-degree wedge, 50 yards inside. Oh my God. So yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be flowing at the moment. The golf swing. That wasn't too bad. No, that wasn't too bad. That didn't look too bad. So okay, it's still 50 yards with a 60-degree. Got to do better, eh? Oh, and I start to lift my left heel as well. That's not good. There's times when I really do enjoy watching the videos back because it gives me lots of it. It gives me lots of insight. It helps identify, I guess, one of a better word, where I've got my problems. But then I have a session like this, and I'm getting frustrated watching me. So I feel your pain, man. Wowzers. Wowzers. Okay, so that shot looked and felt a bit better. I guess I'm just deflated at the moment because it just doesn't seem to be coming together. And it seems that I've started to develop worse habits that I had before I went onto this golf journey. How bad is that? How bad is that you've developed even worse habits when you've been playing more? And I think that's just down to the fact that you're learning new things, right? And you're trying to. Sorry. I think that's just down to learning new things and adapting to new things. And so I had another revelation recently while kind of going on this golf trip or trip journey. I don't know what you want to call it. Certainly not improvement based on that. Look, when I get on the course, I should just play the course, right? I should just accept where I am on that day and just play the course. I should go to the range and quantum to get better. Okay, so new club, new distance. It's an 8-iron, 150 yards. What I'm noticing is that I should never have picked up a golf course club. I don't know why I'm in such high spirits. Maybe in a couple of minutes' time I'm going to have a crash because this isn't like me to be all happy and jovial when maybe I've just got a better mindset control than I thought I had. Okay, so that's good. That's a good takeaway. Put my wrist down, still a bit scoopy. That's the right word. It is the right word. I've just made it the right word. Scoopy. Let's see. What I have noticed is I've got more, I could do with more space, but it's not as bad as it was last week. When I say more space, I mean between my fat belly and the club. So there's still improvement there, but it certainly has got better. Let's see then. Let's see this takeaway. Oh, that's an out to in. I know my reaction. That out to in. Well, that's interesting. I didn't pick up on that. Anyway, that's him. It's my takeaway now. It's my takeaway that's causing that into out. Outtake. Oh my. There we go. The meltdown. 120. Take a breath, Paul. Okay. Go through your emotions. Set your club. Okay, that's a good stand. I think you can kick your butt out a little bit more, Paul. Oh my God. There we go. I think what's frustrating though is that, if I go back a couple of weeks, I was scoring quite well on the course. My handicap's still high, but they were showing signs of improvement, and then this happens. I like that stance. What I noticed there was even on the backswing, I add. Why do I add more? I should just let the club fall. Good takeaway. I'm honestly trying to find some positives from this. And with about 10 minutes left, can't find any. I really can't find any. When I'm playing like this, or when I can't get anything right, it's just so frustrating. That said, these are the days really where you're going to learn more about yourself, right? And at the moment, I'm learning that I should never play golf. That's what I'm learning, and I'm learning it quite quickly, and like applying lessons to my golf game. Let's see. Inside Paul. Listen to me. Well, don't listen to me. Listen to my voiceovers. Don't listen to me at the range. Listen to me there. I sound like it. And you know what I was talking about. Oh, I've not checked my right elbow. Let's see. Oh, it's still flying. There is so much wrong with my swing at the moment. Out of nowhere, really. Out of nowhere. It's wrong to say out of nowhere because obviously it's come from somewhere, but It really is time. So there's that much wrong with the swing that it really is time just to focus on one thing, just to take it right back to basics. So I mentioned before about deliberate practice. So moving forward, I'm just going to be focusing on deliberate practice. Every time I go to the range, deliberate practice on my takeaway. That's it. So what I'm going to do, and here's the thing, right? I don't know if you can look at my bag, but on my bag, golf bag there, you see two red sticks, right? They're called alignment sticks. The whole purpose of those sticks, and the clues in the name, is to make sure that your backswing or your takeaway, you know, is, guess what? Straight and aligned. But where am I? In my bag. In my bag. Let's get those out. Yeah, we've all been there. That, here's a question for you. At what point is there a point? But at what point do you say, you know what? Doesn't matter what I do or what I say or what effort I put in. Golf is simple. Look at that takeaway. That's awful. Yeah, golf is not for me. At what point does that happen? I don't even know if it does happen, but I'm not going to lie to you. I have been thinking about that. I've been thinking about whether I need to change, whether I need to stop trying to golf. I don't know. I don't want to because I love the game, but it does not love me back. How much money I invest, how much time I invest, sometimes to the detriment of friends and relationships around me, right? That you get so obsessed with it that every waking minute you want to talk about golf, you want to go golf, and you want to practice golf. And sometimes I have to remind myself, it's not I have to remind myself, I see my bank balance. I don't get paid to golf. Right? It's not something I do. I'm not a professional. I'm just trying to get better. I forget that. I get caught up in scores. I get caught up in this. I get caught up in what my stats. What's the latest gadget? What? Why can't I just? Maybe that's the thing, right? Why can't I just accept where I am? But I don't want to just accept where I am. I want to get better at golf. So this is the journey I have to go on, right? I'll never be as good as my dad. My dad was like in his prime. He was off 4, but I remember playing with him when he was 13, not when he was 13 years of age, when he was a 13 handicapper. That's when I remember my dad playing golf. So I think a goal of mine has always been to get as close as I can get to that handicap. And for the longest time, I didn't go anywhere near golf. I didn't want to. It took some close friends of mine in the Philippines for me to get back into playing. And over the last probably 18 months to 2 years, it has become an obsession. And what's driven that obsession? Really, that I want to prove something to myself. I want to prove something to my dad. And prove is the wrong word. I want to show my dad, God rest his soul, I want to show him that this great game was something that with hindsight, I didn't understand how much he loved it when he was alive. And oh my God, and how much he got out of it when he would go golfing now. When he would go, he'd have a couple of drinks afterwards. Of course he would. I think I've rambled a bit there, and I apologise, but I'm just trying to, try to show you guys who are watching and listening, thank you for that. I really do appreciate all that time and effort that you put in. Why this game means so much to me. And I should do a better job. I should do a better job of understanding that, and then I should do a better job of managing my emotions on the course, because that's not good. Anyway, yeah, bit of a painful watch. I apologise. And that was a better takeaway. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing. Please like and subscribe. Please share. I really would love your feedback, your comments, your thoughts. Is there stuff that we're not posting? Is there stuff that you want to see apart from my fat belly? Look at that there. So there we go. But thank you very much for listening and subscribing and liking the Back Nine Golfer. Thank you very, very much.